I see is the demons roam. Once upon a time, not long ago, there was a little boy without a soul. He was getting lost upon this road. He was trying to find his way back home. He would ask
NFG presents the No Fucks Given Out with your host, the Unknown Factor.
Play it, but right now we're live. Yeah, No Fucks Given Radio, NFG Radio. I mean, my bad, man. It's we got to get a, for real. We got to get just a little bit more PC, and have to say NFG Radio. Ain't that a bitch? But as far as I'm concerned, it's still No Fucks Given. This is the No Fucks Given Hour. I am your host, the Unknown Factor. Tonight, I got a co-host. How rare is that shit, y'all? Yeah, we'll see how long Big Will sticks around for. He's like, God damn, Factor's an asshole. I'm gonna go this way. Alright? Yeah. But tonight, we see what kind of damage can get done. Yeah, because we got Emce Damage in the house. What's good, dog?
Yo.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ask Will, because I'm like unstable.
No.
You're unstable. You feel a little unstable right now? Man.
Always.
Unstable, Chris Calico.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris Calico. How'd Chris Calico get brought into this?
Because he has a song called Unstable, and yeah.
Well, that makes sense, then.
Oh, I feel like a dumbass. Yeah, because I really like Cali. Yeah, I really like
Cali baby. Cali baby, though.
I really dig his shit. I really, really do. Yeah, but fuck that. We ain't here to talk about Chris Calico. He ain't on the air. Yeah, we're here to talk about this motherfucker right here, Emce Damage. Yeah, NFG Radio. Right? Since I'm actually, like, having a co-host tonight, and my ass is a little lit, I ain't gonna lie, Damage. Not one goddamn.
Hey.
You a little lit. Well, that's not new right there.
It's all good, man. It's all good in the hood. I'm getting a nice little buzz going myself. So.
Oh yeah, I seen you drinking that beer on that live stream. I was checking. This man was live streaming. We were trying to figure out how he could do that. But yeah, it caused this weird clicking sound out there, fuckers. I'm telling you, if y'all heard that moment when he was live, I don't know if it caused that feedback on your live stream though. I wonder if you were listening to live stream. Like, that shit sounded weird, dog. Like, some shit was going to come out and kill us all.
It's like The Exorcist, the Poltergeist.
Hell yeah.
It's a better one. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But hey, man, fuck it. I love to put people on the spot. I frankly don't feel like asking the first question tonight. Hey, Big Will, ask him a question.
Oh, yeah. Got it. On it. So, okay. How's the underground scene where you're located?
Right now it's actually better than before, I would say, because I'm located in St. Pete, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, okay.
So it's definitely moving, but it's still slow. You know what I mean? In a way of like there's not many rap shows. There's not much going on, but there's events that happen that are more interesting as far as where I used to be located at, because it was like dead over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really had nothing, and out here it was like it's it's definitely more as far as locally, if that's what you mean. But all in
all.
Okay, if we're talking all in all. Right, if we're talking all in all, the underground right now is a beautiful place. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm an artist on Murder Music, and Murder Music is like we're taking the underground by storm, pretty much, and as well as Brain Sick as well. Brain Sick is like really, really dope, and Murder Music and stuff like that. Like, we have this alliance that we're kind of like we know. And then it's like there's a lot of underground artists that are killing it, so besides us, there's so much more than that. But as far as it goes, like, the underground is solid, right now it's solid, so that's a good thing.
That is a good thing, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, man, I gotta know, who's all on Murder Music?
Wow, man, there's a big roster, man.
Wait. Okay, so before you elaborate any more, does that go into double digits?
Yes, the roster goes into double digits for sure.
To the point where the first number of that is 2?
No. It's just it's like 13 or, around that number, 13, 12 artists, and then including groups within it. So technically, if you count each individual head, there's probably, close to 20, but it's what they're signed as a group. Well, not signed, but they're in it as a group. So, we're just counting the acts on the roster. But it's probably like 13, 13. Good 13. You know what I mean?
So who all runs in there?
Well, the person that put me on, and I've been down since there was 2 acts on Murder Music.
Damn.
Okay, so I've been down since the beginning. And Playboy the Beast is pretty much the ringleader. You know what I mean? The guy that came up with the idea and kind of picked out who he wanted on his roster, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what he did. And since then he built so many he's built so many artists that he's discovered and found and then added on to it. But it literally started from me, Playboy the Beast, and Chopper Click. And I was down with Chopper Click in the beginning. And I don't know if you know who those guys are, but they rap fast and shit. So.
I know very much who Playboy the Beast is. Chopper Click, I am not as familiar with. I'm far more familiar with.
D-Spills, maybe?
D-Spills.
Is that Chopper Click?
Yeah, D-Spills is the big homie. That's like the ringleader of Chopper Click for sure.
Okay, look. See, okay, now that's fuck. God, how the fuck do I know? God damn it. Look, I know a really weird combination of fucking people, dog. I have come to that conclusion, Damage. I shit you not. It's really just odd. And then I find out motherfuckers that I fucking associate with fuck with other motherfuckers I associate with, and I had no idea they even knew one another.
Right. It's crazy. Yeah, it is. It's meticulous like that. Mm-hmm.
It's weird as hell, man. But yeah, man, we've been trying to get Playboy on here. We have.
No, he said he don't want to.
Yeah.
He said he don't like doing interviews.
Yeah. Fair enough, man. I know some
wanted
people
to
don't
get
like
his people
interviews,
on.
but I assure you can tell him, Damage, when this is done and through, we don't do normal fucking interviews over here at NFG Radio.
No, not at all. Not normal.
I was honored. I was honored.
Yeah, Will, you're right. It's going to be really hard for me to fucking say that constantly. But hell yeah, dog. No, we appreciate you coming on, dude. For real, I dig the shit you put on.
Keep to your PC, okay? Keep to your PC.
Shut the fuck up. I kill Will. Keep to my PC. I'll put my dick on the table and tell him to fucking blow it. Alright? There's your fucking PC. That's my opinion of that bullshit. So no, fuck it. Let's get just weird and odd, especially because there's all kinds of fucked
About
up
to get
shit
weird, I
going on.
bet.
Yeah, right off the bat. Right? So Damage, man. We're obviously in a sect where, man, our shit ain't PC. Not at all. Right? What do you think about the fact that the world has, become so PC? Where, look, I say fuck in a store, and they're like, hey, can you watch your language? You can't say that. We'll kick you out. And I'm like, what, for the fact that I fucking said fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fucking fuck? What the fuck? Did I suddenly move to goddamn fucking a communist country? What the fucking shit is going on?
I feel like a lot of people died for our freedom of speech, so it's all interpreted different ways, some people are against the way some people express themselves, and some people are just like, hey, I'm with that, you know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, when you do it, some people are going to hate you, some people are going to love you, and my take on it is be you, be free. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing. That's what my family is based on. Be free. You know what I mean? And then say what you want to say, and fuck how people feel. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to take care of you. You got to take care of you.
Right.
So,
but here's the problem with that, and I totally agree with everything you said. But if the fact that I say fuck is getting me kicked out of a store that I need to go into to get gas and groceries or some shit like that.
Saying it angry towards no one.
And not even saying it like angry and pissed. Just be like, hey man, what the fuck is going on? You know, I gotta get this fucking pop. I don't fucking, it's fucking early. You know, fuck.
That's a little uptight, man. That's a little uptight. That's what I would say. That they're being uptight because if in fact that they don't allow profanity in their store, they should put up a sign. They should put up a warning. You know what I mean? If that's the case. So, you know what I mean? If it's that much of a big deal to them, they should warn people.
Oh, hell
you know
no,
what I mean?
You're going to have it to where every fucking place I go into ends up putting up a sign. Profanity not allowed.
Hey, you're changing the world one day at a time. You're making it better for the kids.
What, by having fucking corporations restrict us the second we walk inside their doors? No, dude, that's a problem.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Because they're like, I was like, what, did I fucking leave America when I stepped inside your doors? You know, for real. They don't know what to say to that, man, but they're like, yeah, it's the corporate policy. It's the corporate policy because it's a corporate world, you know. And it's just it's what we're turning to. Yeah, that's what I'll tell you. I seen Babe, fuck, I don't know. It was some artist from where was that guy, Babe? North Korea, or where the fuck that dude that was all political, saying if you didn't. Iran, alright. Some guy submitted some music from Iran, which is dope as fuck. I'd like to give that dude a shout out. I probably couldn't pronounce your name, though, if I had it in front of me, so I won't. But his point, he was trying to say that if you're going to make music, you should make it with a point, because if you're not making it with a point, then why the fuck are you making music?
You're losing your artistry.
Right? You're losing your artistry in doing that. What's your opinion of that?
Elaborate again for a second, because I kind of heard you, but as far as
but I speak quickly. Fair enough. All right, I'll slow that shit down. Sorry, Damage. I have that problem. Okay. No, it's not, man. It's a whole different point. We won't get into that. We won't. I'm okay. I promise.
No, I'm a little. It's my fault too, because I'm gonna take the credit, man. I had a couple beers, and you know. That happens.
Hey, man, things happen when you have a couple beers sometimes.
Yeah, man. I sometimes, and I have ADHD, so you have to really. Sometimes people repeat themselves for me.
It's okay. It's okay, Damage. I get it. Because look, the only thing I had in the house was wine. My wife had leftover, so I'm drinking that motherfucking shit because it was a bad day.
And what kind of wine are you drinking?
Hey, wine's good.
Wait. Look, fucking Big Will's like, what kind of wine? Like, he wants to get all specific. Well, the type of wine that my wife drinks.
I want to know if you actually know. If you actually know.
Only because real quick, I know, but it's only because I go into the liquor store all the fucking time. And anytime I do to get my wife wine, it's Oliver. Soft red. Yeah,
fair
soft
enough.
Red. And it's because, I know because I get that shit from my wife, Will. So what? Yeah, but if you handed me some wine, I'd tell you if it was good or shitty. And if I was just in the mood to get drunk, I wouldn't want to hear the fucking history of it. No, shut the fuck up, give me the wine, and walk away. I'm not getting specific with wine. I'm really not. I
don't think you're going to get drunk. I don't think you're going to get drunk off wine very much. I'm just saying.
No,
go slam. Wait, go slam a bottle of wine.
Is, I guess.
You go slam a bottle of wine, Will, and see what happens.
Now, if you're drinking a cheap wine, like some Mad Dog or some Mad Rose, that's possible.
Well, I
mean, dude, wine is. If I can cut you off, wine is a cup of wine is equivalent to 2 beers.
Really?
Yeah, really, literally. Wine will fucking do it, man. I drank 2 cups of wine. I was done.
One night we drank like 4 bottles of Moscato when I didn't feel nothing.
That's that Moscato. That's that fruit wine. That's that sweet carbonated wine.
Yeah.
That's why you drink wine like straight from the grapevine. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? The grape, like just grape wine, like
right.
dude, that,
you need that shit. Yeah, you need that shit from Martha's Vineyard. That's what's up, dog.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, that's true. That would probably do the trick.
I don't know, man. I've had probably a third of a bottle by now. I got a good little buzz going.
I think I'm about to go.
Yo, what was that question?
Open a beer myself.
Oh yeah, hey,
I'm,
that's a good point. We did totally have a question that's totally bypassed. Let's see if I can remember it properly because it was sort of deep. All right, so we had an artist in Iran. And his whole point, and I just want to know what you think of this, was that as a musician, if you're not trying to affect things like in a political and social manner, like, and you're not trying to get a point across, then you're losing. Right. Then you're losing your artistry. Just what's your opinion of that?
I guess me personally, well, first off, I don't talk about much of oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Political stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not like, I don't really talk about I don't have any political views, you know, because my opinion on that is my opinion, and it's definitely probably too much for people to like, you know, in a way that, I don't know, I guess for me, I'm not ready to talk about that yet, you know? But I feel like if you want to talk about it, it wouldn't affect your fans too much, but associating yourself with stuff like that you're asking for people to spark more conversation about those things. And me, I'm not into politics, so I don't know too much about it. You know, I'm not going to speak on something I don't know. You know, that's how I feel.
Okay, fair enough, dog. I see your point on that. As far as that's concerned, now, how long have you been doing this?
You stole my question. Damn.
Wait,
as far as music or recording?
Both.
Right. It's essentially the same thing. Well, I started doing music at a really early age, before I knew I was going to be a rapper, you know, kind of. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was just rapping since I was like 8 years old, probably 7, you know. And then later, like, I recorded my first song when I was like 8 with my older brother because he rapped at the time. And we had like literally a tape recorder, and it was nothing major or anything, but I recorded, and he was like, man, you're good at freestyling, like, for a little kid, you know? And then I just kept on doing it from there. And then when I was really, like, when I got, I would say when I was 12 is when I started really writing a lot, you know, like every day until now. So I would say 12 is when I really became, like, not was the Emce Damage I am today, but was like, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to really write, make songs, and I did that when I was, like, I'm going to be 25 on October 20th.
Damn youngins, I swear.
Yeah,
so
real
holy
young.
shit, though, man. You've been doing this for 13 years then, right? When was the first time you really got in a booth and were able to, like, you know, solidly lay some shit down?
Well, I bought a professional mic when I was 14 years old, and a real professional mic, you know, like a actual, like, it had phantom power and everything. Now, granted, I was recording on a machine that was like not a computer, but it was like a track recorder, I guess you could say, in that sense.
Yeah.
And it was literally like bootleg as fuck, but, you know, I recorded, and it sounded way better than what I was doing before on a cheap little mic, you know? It was like 100 times better. So I guess that was like when I was 14, I was kind of making some, but it still wasn't right. 17, I got my own little computer, and I was able to, like, it was like, I was like 16, 17 when I got my first computer, and I was able to record on it and stuff, and somebody showed me, like, kind of like the blueprint of, like, you know, the software, how it works, mixing. I've never actually recorded in an official studio yet. I've done everything home studio, but I have the right equipment to do that. So that was what pretty much, you know, I've been recording officially since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, look, when I say, as far as I'm concerned, when I say recording in a studio, look, if you've got a home studio that's at a level that it fucking sounds right, yeah, bravo, use that shit, and that's what's fucking up. You know, if you don't fucking need it, there's no reason to go about seeking it, in my opinion. Yeah, but that's just my opinion. Now, mind you, I mean, at the same time, if I had like 10 fucking grand just laying around doing absolutely nothing, I could just throw entirely into this studio time or building like some real, oh my god, what the fuck? Yeah, we'd all love to have it, but I think there's a lot of that's overvalued. I think I think people focus too much on that, and then not enough in the actual production of. Yeah, you
can definitely get it right, you know, in your own home. But I would never discredit a real studio ever, because I feel one time. Because having somebody behind those boards like a Dr. Dre, not even a Dr. Dre, but just somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. You know, like somebody that's an engineer and knows how to fucking produce that real song and get you sounding as good as Eminem or Tech Nine or whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? For that matter. And, you know, it's a difference, you know, from me doing it myself. You know, and I would learn that. And I would use it for myself. I would take that and learn it and master it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I am as an artist and an engineer as well. Because I mix my own stuff, and I'm an engineer, you know, clear as day. So it's like if somebody teaches me the ropes, man, I'm going to take that and run with it, you know? So, but yeah, a studio is, you know, essentially the same thing home-wise or at a real one, either way, you know?
See, but it's also like you said right there. Having someone there at the boards that knows what the fuck they're doing. That's my opinion. People worry too much about recording and not enough on the actual production after you've got the recordings. Because look, I know motherfuckers that can take recordings that are kind of shitty and make them be like, God damn. I know you know some motherfuckers like that, right, Big Will?
Yeah, of course.
See?
All day.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, yeah, you know, right? So, man, I want to know. Big Will was going into a little bit of the underground, and you said you thought the state of the underground at this current moment was excellent. Now, look, over here at NFG Radio, we see a lot of shit, and like, God, my wife informs me of so much drama in the underground. Sometimes there's a
lot of drama in the underground.
Oh my God!
See, that's the more political side of it, though. And I told you, I'm not into politics, and that's why. Because like, I'm not a hip hop politician. You know, I'm not coming in here like, let me know about all the drama. Let me know what's going on. Even though I can utilize that and use it as a lane to create a new style or whatever, or just bring something new to the table, but it's just not time yet, you know, for me to address.
Wait. How the hell would you use politics of this game to create a new style?
Because it would be like me addressing things that are going on now that nobody has addressed yet. So by me addressing these matters that I feel like are bothering other people or in the underground, you know, drama-wise, and just calling it out, that would be new. Because in a way, it would. Because nobody's talked about those things. And I'm careful about what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I pick something to talk about, like, I carefully choose that, strategically. So, it's going to be something that nobody's talked about yet. And that's new to me. You know, whether it's the same formula of talking about dissing or whatever, it's the same formula, but what I'm talking about is completely different than what anybody else is talking about, so it would be new at the same time.
Yo, Damage, I get it. It's like checkers, chess, fuck it, let's play Yahtzee, but we can't get to that shit for a while, so I won't let it bother me, because I gotta get it recorded and shit, and that's a different fucking point altogether, but yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? Because I make music as well, fuckers. I just don't host this goddamn show like a maniac, right, for real. Yeah. So, when was the first time?
Maniac.
Yeah, when was the first time, dude, you fucking hit that stage? You know, I mean, you fucking.
I was just about to ask that. Man.
See, I'm still way here, man. Here, look. Hold on, because I be stealing Will's questions left and right. Go ahead, Big Will. You ask this shit.
Okay, all right. Well, I got two questions in one. When was your first performance live on stage, and what was your biggest performance to date?
Okay, all right. That's simple. That's easy. My first performance, literally in front of a crowd, and I had a big crowd for the first time, surprisingly, bigger than probably the crowds that I've had in recent time. But the first time I performed, I was 17, I think. I turned 18, I think, that, like, 2 days before that performance. So I was, like, 17 technically, I guess you can say. And I rocked the show. People was feeling it, you know, and I held it down. And then I would say the biggest show I did was the last show I did, which was, and it wasn't even as big. It wasn't that many people, but it was a different energy, and people were rocking with me a lot more now than they were before. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm bringing something different now, and it's a whole different thing. Like, I'm bringing entertainment now. It's not just me rapping on stage looking like a teenage kid, you know, trying to be another rapper. It's like, oh, this nigga's, like, he painted his face. And people assume, you know, they sleep on me and they think I'm a juggalo or whatever when I go to the show, and they just looking at me like, this is weirdo, juggalo, whatever. But, like, when I get on that stage and I run that shit, I ran it, and then everybody in that fucking crowd was having their hands up and chanting murder music because of me. You know what I'm saying? They were chanting it. I was like, murder. They're like, music, murder, music. Like, you know, I had them chanting that shit. And that was my biggest show, I feel like, because I had the energy. You know, the crowd was with me. I controlled the crowd instead of just being a rapper. Like, my first show was dope, but I was just a rapper, you know?
Hell yeah.
You feel that?
Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's totally what's up, man. Now, I want to know, you brought up something that I wanted to go into, though, which is your face paint, right? So when did you adopt that? Because from what you just said, I'm assuming you initially didn't have that.
Exactly. Well, you know, it's ironic enough that, like, I was in a dark place in my life, you know? Like, and it was probably, like, 2013 was the first time I actually painted my face and attempted to rap, and I had a really grimy track with, like, almost like a distorted echo voice, you know, that was like punk rock, but like in the, you know, like still rap. Okay. But it was like so hardcore. And then I painted my face for that in 2013. That was the first time I experimented. I didn't know if it was like what I wanted to do, though. You know, it was just like, oh, whatever, you know, and I'm probably not going to do it again. You know what I mean? And I did it. And then later on, like 2014, around that time, I was in a dark place. I lost my newborn niece. That was my brother's child, and she just pretty much, she was born with deformities, and she had Down syndrome, and her lungs were so small, and she just didn't make it. You know, they had tubes in her throat for 3 days. I was in the hospital touching her, and I was just like, after that, like, I didn't know it was going to affect me the way it did, and it did affect me really hard. So when I got home, I was just like, is there a God? Is there anything? Is there, you know, like, and is there, like, when she's buried, is there an afterlife? And then pretty much that whole thing right there is what made me start to be like, fuck everything. And then I started painting my face, and I did the God persona, because I believed my name in Hebrew is translation to God. You know, literally, like Joel in Hebrew is God. So I became a God to myself. And after that, then I did the clown. And then when I did the clown, I was like, okay, I got something here. People like it. And then everything else fell into place.
Hell yeah, dog. Because sometimes you got to go knocking on the devil's door by Emce Damage. We'll be right back, y'all.
What's that? This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now.
All right.
Tell the captain I must speak to him.
Yeah, let's start over.
Captain?
It's Mark Rotten, and it's Equitas, the Dead Disciples. Yo, you're listening to No Fucks Given Radio. It's your host, The Unknown Factor.
I can't tell. You can tell me I'm a doctor.
If you want to pick up some of our music from the Dead Disciples, you can find us on SoundCloud, Audiomack, Bandcamp, Facebook. All you got to do is type in Dead Disciples, and we should pop up.
No, I mean, I'm just not sure. Or can't you take a guess? Well, not for another 2 hours.
Dead Disciples, you're on No Fucks Given Radio, The Unknown Factor. This is where the shit's played.
You can't take a guess for another 2 hours?
It's all good, man. Oh, of course, man. I know how shit goes these days.
No, I mean, we can't land for another 2 hours. Fog has closed down everything this side of the mountains.
That's good shit, man. We need more of that.
We've got to get through to...
Dead Disciples, 215, Philly, baby.
We fight these demons through these vocal compressions. The silence or suppression, silencing our aggression. Media projected, hate monger, the world's infected. To the point of no return in this life, we all defected.
The boss.
It's $200.
Hey, well, check it out, though, dog. For real, it's NFG Radio, and we're live, right? Sorry, I gotta cut you off like a motherfucker. Otherwise, I was gonna have dead air, right? Emce Damage. Like, why are you trying to damage my radio to the point where it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damage in the radio.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah. But hey, I feel you, and we'll get into the rest of that story later. There's always stories off airs, fuckers. Y'all just don't quite get the full, but, you know. I swear, if I recorded everything that happened off air, one, I would remember everything that everyone told me that I shouldn't tell anybody, which I don't, because motherfuckers tell me too much. I'm like, hey, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. That's fucking nuts. And I really don't retain it because I hear a lot of fucking stupid, fucked up, and just nutty shit in this underground, dude. For real. And then, like, two, oh my god, it would make it great just for one day. Like, here's exposing the underground from, like, if, 20 years somebody got a hold of everything I've recorded. Oh my god, it'd be fucking terrible. Like, cause people to die.
Yeah, exactly.
What you do? Fuck it. Shit happens. Everybody's an asshole. I assure you, I am. That's why I'm gonna be like, yo, Will, ask him a question.
Oh yeah. Is that what you're gonna be like? Will, ask him a question. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry, Big Will.
Oh yeah.
Big Will. Will. I'm sorry. We talk too much off air. And off air, yo, I'll say Big Will. But Big Will, ask him a question.
All right, man.
Ask me a question, Big Will.
Somewhere. All right, okay. Hey, who would you say is the biggest artist you've opened up for?
Definitely the last show I did, low key. You know, that was the show that I was telling you guys that I had the crowd moving. Low key, yeah.
You got anything coming up?
There is some talks in the works, but nothing has really resonated yet. You know. There is some talks about tours and stuff, but as I said on the broadcast earlier, I'm not ready for the tour yet until it makes sense. So it has to be really, really make sense, and just has to be. I want to. If I'm gonna go with an artist, that's like fucking really killing it. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be a huge act.
So
for me to.
So who would you go with then? Like, give me a couple examples.
An example would be either definitely I have to say off rips, just because I'm a weird nigga, I guess, and I fit in with that strange music. And I mean anybody else can be anybody from Tech to Chris or whoever.
Now what about Cuddy? Would you go with Cuddy?
Yeah, absolutely. Even if he's not, because I know he went his own ways and stuff like that. But yeah, I would definitely tour with Cut. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Somebody like Cut, or even the Joker, or more underground. If you want to go underground, shit. If Playboy the Beast was able to want a tour and had a tour bus and all that or whatever, I would tour with Playboy the Beast. you know, because I know he don't want to tour, so that's why I say that. But if the day ever come, you know,
I'll tell you. So man, I'm curious. Then, how many CDs you got out right now? Because I know you got Clown Around out.
Yeah. How many like projects I put out? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Like how many projects have you put out at this particular point?
Yeah, I got. Well, are we including just me solo, or are we including the other projects as well, like the Murder Music mixtapes and stuff like that?
Man, no, I just want your solo shit.
Okay, solo is literally up to date right now. At this point, I have 6 projects out, and they're all on Bandcamp, free download. So www.bandcamp.com/Emce Damage. They're all there, and there's 6 of them. So, yeah.
Hell yeah,
I put out Angels and Demons, the Monster EP. I think it was after that. The Life of J. Rez, Unwanted, and then Clowning Around. Something like that.
Man, can I just say, listening to your music, I gotta give a little love to another artist we've had over here on NFG Radio. That's you ever heard of Chuckles, the Headhunter Clown?
I heard of Chuckles the Clown. I think Chuckles. Is it? Yeah, I think does he wear a mask?
Chuckles Clown. Yeah, dude, he's got a pretty fucking sick ass mask. He does. You know what?
You know what's funny? I've actually heard of him a while ago, and I was just broadcasting like a few days ago, maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. I broadcast, and he actually came in my broadcast and added me, and I'm assuming that he was feeling it because you know what I mean.
Hell yeah! Well, real quick, I just gotta say, because I'd like to think this is a side note of NFG Radio, man. If I'm gonna do this like I intend to do this, I just want to say I really think you, Emce Damage, and Chuckles, the Headhunter Clown, man, you two motherfuckers ought to get together and do a track. Cause like, I think it'd be nasty. I really do.
That'd be cool, man.
I hit him up and tell him to.
Yeah, for sure. He added me, and I already knew about him. I haven't listened to anything though, so that's gonna be interesting.
Man, you know? Look, that motherfucker will fucking keep the head and eat the rest, you know. But that's a different story. You can hear like all of maybe in the murder mix sometime in the morning or something here on NFG Radio, right? We ain't playing that shit now because it's about Damage, right? Not Chuckles. Sorry, dog. Mad love though. Don't headhunt me, please, right? But whatever. Have that
shout out to Chuckles.
Shit. Yeah, come out here fucking looking for my head, dog. Fuck that. I need that shit. It's the only way my rhymes come out. So I want to know, dude, I'll tell you, you said you've been writing for a long ass time, man. I mean, damn, dude. Like since right? Yeah. So I want to know, when you sit down nowadays, right, to write a track, what's that process like for you? You know what I'm saying? Like you start on the hook, you start on a verse, you get a beat first, or you just start fucking writing, you know? How you do that?
Excuse me. It's really sporadic, you know. It's always different, but it's literally essentially the same thing. I grab my notepad, I grab my pen, I listen to the beat, but it depends on what I'm doing, you know, like, because a lot of the time I'm doing a lot of features right now, pretty much, for a lot of, you know, murder music shit, and, you know, like, I work on my own stuff as well, but, you know, I do a lot of features, so when I do a feature, it's just me writing a verse. I just sit there, write my verse, get it done, you know. But as far as my own stuff, I might just write a hook first. I usually write the hook first, get the hook on the beat, and then I kind of go along with the hook of whatever I write to the hook, if that makes sense, you know. My verse is based on the chorus. So that way I have a concept.
So do you always write the hook first? Do you never find yourself writing a verse
Not always.
first?
Not always. Definitely, I've found myself writing my verses first, of course, you know, many times. I'll write a verse and then kind of go off of the verse of what the hook is going to be. You know what I mean? Like, I've definitely done that as well. I'm ambidextrous, man. You know, I go both ways. It's like,
Oh, wait, hey, man, hey, Damage. We don't need to know about your life in the bedroom, okay?
Hey, you got me.
Hold on. Slow your fucking roll. I didn't ask no questions like that.
You got me, man. You got me. Nah. I really mean, like, I literally either, because you know how some people say, like, oh, he going left with it? Or some people say, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, he's going left instead of right. Like, I do left and I do right. So it's like, when I write, it's like you never know what you're going to get, kind of. It's unpredictable.
I feel you, man. I do. I would say that's kind of similar to my writing process. Like, sometimes I start with this, sometimes I start with that, sometimes it's
you don't have angle. You're not going in with that angle. You're just free flowing it. And that's the best way to do it, though, to me, my opinion.
And I would fully agree with your opinion, Damage. I really would. I think it's the best way to get what is your natural opinion out, as opposed to something you're trying to force, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, man, goddamn, I can't, dude, like, 8, like, the fact that you started at 8, dude, still, like, that kind of fucking blows my mind.
Right.
Who would you say, like, who really influenced you? Man, I mean, especially, I mean, you started at 8, and now, like, so your influences over the years had to have changed, right?
Yeah. Well, my whole thing is I have a real open mind. So, like, I've been listening to everything under the sun. You know, my father was in a band. You know, he listens to a lot of rock and roll. My mother listens to hip hop. You know, like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Like, you know, when I was a little boy, I was listening to the G Thing. You know, and like, those are some of the places where I got my structure of my flow a little bit, I guess you can say, in some type of way, you know. But, like, it's all subconsciously, I think. You know, I didn't realize it, you know what I mean, in other words. And just a lot of different places, you know. I feel like a lot more elements came to light when I was, like, 16, you know. When I was able to, you know, resonate to what I liked as an individual, you know what I mean, and not what anybody else played for me, what I went and found, what defined me, you know what I'm saying? And I was listening to a lot of fucking Tech 9 when I was 16, and you know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. Like,
Man,
Tech
wait.
9 was
Oh my
Eminem,
God.
though. Eminem was my favorite rapper, though, period, point blank. Like, Eminem was my favorite rapper when I was a kid.
Look, Damage, it's the age that you're saying you were when you were listening to these rappers, that just a little bit, and come on, Big Will, you gotta agree with me. Makes me want to be like, dude, fuck you. You fucking 16, that shit's coming out of fucking.
Oh, yeah?
My God, like, come on, Will. Some old fucks in this bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
I mean, for me, it was just, you know, listening to what was played around me. You know, that's all it was for me. It wasn't really like, when I was a kid, it was just music being played freely, and I didn't care for it until I was older. And now I go back and I listen to those songs I used to listen to, and I'm like, damn, now I see where my style came from, in other words.
So, but you said, like, when you started picking out your own shit, it was Tech 9. Now, what else did you really go with at that point?
When I was 16, I started listening to Tech 9. Now, no, when I first heard him, I was like, damn, this is crazy as fuck. I kind of, like, listened to him once in a while, and then when I got a little bit older, I was able to understand more of it. You know what I mean?
Real quick, man, when you were 16, let me see, what would that have been from Tech 9? That would have been Absolute Power, a lot of Absolute Power. And a lot of Angelic. This Ring was like one of my favorite songs. So it was definitely a lot of his old shit. It wasn't like the Tech 9 we know now. You know, it was a lot of his older stuff that was like, and it wasn't even his lyrics and per se his flow that really influenced me, because I was listening to Bone Thugs way before Tech 9. So when I heard Bone Thugs, that was like probably before Tech. You know, before I knew who Tech was.
I was listening to Bone Thugs and Eminem. You know, those were my two kind of big influences, you know, and then tech came later. And then I wouldn't really say that I really used them as far as an influence, but more of an inspiration. You know?
Oh yeah, man. I feel you.
It's inspiration. It's not really like, oh, let me sound like Tech. Let me do something like Tech doing. Let me do something like Bone Thugs doing. Let me do something like Eminem. It's more like these guys are like the illest, and if I can like add to the game and make them like me by me being me, shit. Yeah. That's all I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I care about. Because I'm original. I'm one of a kind. I'm not a bite off. You know what I'm saying? I never bit any lyrics unless I was like really young. When I was really young, I used to rap Lil Wayne's lyrics and shit back in the day when I was like fucking 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? But that's different.
Dude. Goddamn. Yeah, damn it. You're that fucking young. I mean, Jesus, that's understandable, right? I totally understand now. I'm gonna ask though, dude, for real. Listening to your shit, like the tracks you sent, dude. Getting able to sit and listen to those.
Right.
I listen to it. Like, I just like, what style do you consider yourself, dude? Because there's definitely a little horrorcore there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what would you call yourself as far as genre? I'm just curious. Because I hear so many motherfuckers define themselves as so many things, and then people say, well, no, that's actually this. And yeah, so what's your opinion of your music?
Well, first and foremost, I'm an MC, obviously. MC Damage. The MC comes from just me being able to control the crowd, me being able to be an MC, a true MC, lyricist, in its primal form, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Just really, like, fucking kill the mic, regardless. That's first and foremost. Secondly, you know, I mean, music-wise, I'm just versatile. And I'm able to kind of fit in areas, every area, you know what I mean? And even like, I didn't send you this track, and I should have probably, because it would have probably gave you a better idea of it, but I have a song on Clowning Around called Eat You Alive, and Eat You Alive is not even a rap song, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just me singing melodies on the instrumental, you know what I'm saying? Melodically, just being able to, you know what I mean, with melodies and stuff. And it's really like, it's not even rap. Like, you can't even call it rap. It's like it's a almost like like it's in that area, a gray area of rock. You know what I mean? And just like, it's not always like, I do a lot of different shit, and I feel like people box me in really quickly. Like, they'll listen to one song and be like, oh, this is it. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, like, there's so much more. Don't judge it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot different. I have a song called So Cold, and it's not even rap. It's all singing. So, like, I'm definitely really versatile. You know what I'm saying? And my music can go for any angle. I can be a rapper. I can be a singer. I can be a rock star. I can be a fucking hardcore. I can fucking give you something that you want to dance. What you want to do? You want me to pull out the chainsaw? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you anything. So,
man, what the fuck? And you didn't give me none of that shit. What the hell is that, Damage? I'm gonna kill you all. Yeah, by Emce Damage. We'll be right back.
But first things first.
Right now? Do it now?
To the death.
You need me to do it right now? Do it now?
No! To the pain.
Oh, I got you on that, bro.
I don't think I'm quite familiar with that phrase. I'll explain, and I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand.
Restricted in this bitch. Let me tell you right now, you need to check out my YouTube channel, my Facebook, everything.
Signal flare. Flares. I am the one who knocks.
YouTube.com/STRIKTLYRESTRIKTID. That's strictly restricted, okay? My Facebook, it's /RESTRIKTIDMUZIC. Restricted music, okay? And you can find that on YouTube, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation. It's all restricted music.
Your voice in my head.
Your voice in mine.
Getting wicked bloody.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
On No Fucks Given Radio, yeah, for sure.
It was on him.
Yeah, tequila's on me. NFGR Radio, that's what's up. Yeah, talking about December 3rd, just a little bit, man. Sorry, Damage, I gotta promo this a bit, because check it out. December 2nd up at Carl's Tavern, New Haven, Indiana. You're gonna have fucking Static G. And then that night after, you're gonna have King Gordy, coming out for one show for December 3rd. That's again up in New Haven, Indiana at Carl's Tavern. Come check that shit out. I'm gonna be playing both those shows, as well as the weekend before. Lex and Scum are gonna be coming out, I think, on that Saturday. It's the weekend before. I want to say it's the 27th, yeah, dog. I think you got that on point. Thank you. 27th, right? They're gonna be coming out of Carl's Tavern. Yeah, New Haven.
I'm pretty sure, at least.
Yeah, I'll be up at that
I'll
bitch
check
as well.
just in case.
Yeah, so you'll be able to catch myself as well as all kinds of other great.
No,
acts.
26.
26.
Saturday.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. That's what's up, Big Will on that shit. Yeah, I know for a fact he's got some shit coming up. Is that this weekend? Big Will.
Yeah, it's this weekend, but guess what? The weather now says it's going to be in the 50s that day. Like, wow, big difference.
The fuck? Man,
what?
That's weird. That's just fucked up. So, hey, Damage, I want to know, dog, you ever perform any outside shows?
Outside shows? What do you mean?
Like outdoors?
Yeah, like
not
outdoors,
indoors?
dog. Like, you got the mic and you're standing in the sun.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. No. I wish that would be dope. But one time I was gonna perform in New York, but this was like a while ago, and I didn't have my music, my performance tracks ready, so I couldn't do it. But I lived in Manhattan for like 3 months. And there was a show, like they do like these, they close the blocks, and then they'll put a stage up, like they'll close the street, and then you can it's like a fucking big ass show, party / whatever, and yeah, I just didn't have my shit, but that was like literally the only time I had that opportunity, because out here, man, in Florida, it's always indoors, man, it's always indoors. I've never done a show outside. Well, I think, no, I've never done one outside. Yeah.
Man, I see that surprises me, especially in the Florida area. Because look, I've already done a fucking show outside, dog. And I mean, it's up in Indiana. Like, I performed.
That would be way better. That would be way better, honestly, because I would feel like I would get more people, because in the indoor shows, like a lot of people go outside, during the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you can just be outside while I perform, you wouldn't have to go in and out. And they can do whatever they want, They can go outside, relax, smoke a cigarette, smoke a blunt, whatever the fuck they want to do, without having to worry about going in and out. They'll just stay there. And I feel like that would probably be, that's why I want to do the festivals, Like, I want to go I want to go to Texas and do the South by South whatever shows. You know what I mean? Like those festivals that are able to be able to perform outside. You know what I mean?
No,
excuse me.
See, look, dude, I like I said, the one time I performed outside, BZ, you fucking won't bring that up, fucking telling me I got time. I ain't got no time putting me on, motherfucking hey, I need you in 3 minutes. What? You told me I had an hour. I fucking, but whatever. That's how shit runs sometimes. I'm sure you're aware of that, Damage. So I had to go up fairly early, dude, and it was hot as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And that shit, I ain't gonna lie, dude, that shit kind of killed me, right? I prefer either a cold day or an inside performance in AC. Yeah.
Right. That's always the best.
Put your ass out in the cold, 20-degree weather perform that factor.
Oh, wait, hey, I'll tell you what, Will. He said put me out in 20-degree weather, babe. Big Will did. What do you think? I think, personally, if I went out in 20-degree weather and started really going insane during my set, by the time I was done with my set, people would be like, Factor's steaming. That's kind of like Factor's smoking. Like his head, like this motherfucker looked like he's about to turn Ghost Rider. And I was like, that's right, I do. What about it? You know? I'm done though. Everybody have a great night. Yeah, have a great night. Fucking tip your bartenders. I'm out. That would be me in 20-degree weather, dude, for real. I would enjoy the fuck out of it, Big Will. You got no idea.
Well, it probably won't have to happen anyway for you, so, I mean, odds it's not in that favor.
I'll find it. 20-degree outside door concert. Just so I can pull the Ghost Rider effect. Everybody's like, why is his head smoking? What the fuck's going on? You know, whatever.
Yeah, and it's not quite going to be I'm interested to see how cold it gets Saturday. So, I mean, we'll see.
What was, man, so, Damage, what was it like the first time you went on stage, dog? Did you have nerves? You know what I'm saying? Did you have any butterflies or anything?
It's always that. Like, I always have those, we're talking live performances, right?
Yeah. No, I'm talking on the radio right now. Are you nervous? Damage, are you nervous? Be nervous.
You know what?
Huh?
No. No.
Hey, I got a box for you later you should really be nervous about, but that's a whole nother problem.
Nah, like, to be honest, like, I did a little radio interview back when it was, like, I don't even know, like, maybe 2013, 2012, and it was, like, I was really fucking nervous, you know, but, like, now at this point, man, I'm just, like, I'm a grown-ass man now, like, and I understand that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, like, I'm never in a mood to, like, chill with a lot of people. I'm quiet, but when it comes to business or when it comes to anything about me doing what I have to do to get out there more, like, I just realized that I have to do it, and I do get anxiety, but I actually don't feel that right now. I actually feel like it's a cool vibe. Like, you and Will, like, just bouncing off of y'all, what y'all saying and everything, like, and the questions you guys ask, like, I feel a good vibe. I'm not nervous. No,
that's because we're both just crazy, dog, and really, frankly, don't know where we're taking anything. We're just kind of.
That's why I probably feel like I'm at home, because I'm fucking crazy too. So I feel like I'm at home right now.
Yeah. I mean, we got this snowball. We just rolled down a hill, and we're gonna see if it stops or if it keeps going. Right? So, Big Will, You got a question? I want to know.
Me too.
Big Will's like, fuck you, Factor. You keep doing that to me. I'm just not answering. That's what he did.
Yeah. He's not responding. Big Will.
Big Will. What happened to Big Will?
Did he disappear?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it says, hey, there's Big Will. What'd you do? Mute yourself, motherfucker?
No.
There you go.
I did not mute myself. It went silent.
He was making a statement.
In fact, Factor's like, mute him.
I didn't mute you.
I don't know.
Hey,
can you?
Hey, well, don't you worry about that, Big Will. I do what I do. Yeah, I can. You know, you just ask Mikey about that.
Drink that wine. Drink that. Hey, we can bring that up Wednesday night in the no bullshit zone, man.
My wife won't give me another glass, dog.
She's like, fuck you, don't touch my wine.
Yeah, she said no. I don't know why. She's
like, she's like, you had your crown apple. You're good.
Dealing with it. I'm not dealing with it.
Oh, because she's not dealing with Factor drunk. That's what it is.
Is that not a good thing at all?
Factor drunk?
Half and half.
Factor drunk causes damage. Pun intended.
Bars.
Damn. Oh, damn, don't cause no damage December 3rd.
No, dude, look.
Will, you got a question?
No. That's why I intended. Yeah, he was supposed to. And then he came back. Fucking don't know doing what.
Who?
You, Big Will.
Been here the whole time.
I asked if you had a question, and then you just vanished.
Oh, yeah, I got one. I got questions in my Rolodex, you know. That's okay. Alright. What is your earliest memory of an underground artist that stuck with you other than the Tech Nine?
That's a good question. Underground artist that stuck with me,
or group. You know, not have to limit it to an artist, but
I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb right now and not be biased. You know what I mean? I'm gonna X that out. So anybody in murder music, I'm gonna X that out.
Right.
I would say, other than Tech Nine, should I go, like, I don't know, could I say somebody in strange music besides Tech Nine, or it just has to be?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, by far, Chris Calico. By far.
Ooh.
Chris Calico, by far. By
Good
far.
choice.
Because, I mean, by far is, like, I like Chris Calico's music a lot more than Tech Nine's. I'm sorry, Tech and Nina. I love you. You're dope. You're fucking as good as...
It's funny, when I hear that a lot, you know, I've asked that a few times, so I've done a few interviews before, not on here, but a lot of people say either, you know, Esham, somebody from Psychopathic.
Right. Right. I sound like a clown, though. That's the thing. Like, my voice is that I sound like a clown, and then, like, Chris Calico, his voice is, like, literally, legitly a fucking, like, radio announcer kind of dude, and like, he sounds...
Cali shit.
Yeah.
Cali shit, dude, is straight genius. Yeah, like, for
real.
I love Cali.
Yeah,
dude.
for real.
Yeah, his shit's on
Cali.
point. So, man.
But, yeah, besides him, probably either a Twisted Insane or an Option. You know what I mean?
Ooh, well, then this
Right.
next thing should be interesting. Because MC Damage, it's been a hell of an interview, for real. Right?
It has.
And I want to ask one more question, though. I do. Because I got to ask one more question. MC Damage. Why MC Damage?
Why am I MC Damage? You know, well, I'm an MC. Like I said, first and foremost, I'm an MC, lyricist, all that. And then the damage comes from just me being able to accept myself, you know, being able to see my past and see the things that made me who I am, and just appreciate it and embrace it. And that's why I became Damage. And that's why people are a family with my shit. Like the people that support me, like, they're a family to me. You know what I mean? And because they relate to it. They relate to that damage that everybody has. We all have a little bit of damage in it. I mean?
Hell yeah, y'all. Hell yeah. That's dope as fuck. So, for real.
Yeah, that's what damage is. And then the MC, obviously, it's self-explanatory. You know, I'm an MC. But the damage is, you know, the actual formula that makes people relate to it and understand what I go through. And they're able to use my music as a therapeutic way for them to be able to go through what they go through.
Holy shit. Damage, look, for real, I'll be real honest, when I asked that question, I did not expect you to have such a deep answer. That's fucking dope. For real. Like, holy shit. Right? But fuck it. Now, like I said, man, it's been a dope fucking interview, Damage. But, man, I think I gotta ship you off. I do. But I'm shipping you off to this special designated island. I think Will fucking inhabited one of these for a while. Then that asshole got away. How'd you get off that island, Will?
Man, I mean, you know.
But we ain't gonna fucking mind that. I swear, I don't know how it happened. But you, man, you're gonna stay there. You hear me? I don't know. I gotta upgrade my security, babe. People be escaping. Hear me? Showing up to the no bullshit zone, and I don't know what the fuck this is, but fucking, you're gonna stick there. You hear me, dog? You're probably gonna end up showing up to the no bullshit zone, but fuck it, no bullshit. I don't give a fuck, right? But for now, like I said, I got a box. Yeah, it's MC Damage size, dog, with a little spare room, because I got an island to ship you off to, man. I set that motherfucker up plush, though, as always. That's how I set my shit up, dog. I ain't just sitting you up with nothing out there, man. You got food, you got alcohol, you got weed. I ain't leaving no heroin though. I'm sorry, I don't roll like that. Fucking people be fucked up, man. So I hope that ain't your thing. If it is, you're gonna have like a shitty week or two, right?
Man,
right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll say this right now, and I don't really say this on an interview or ever, but I used to fucking use MDMA. You know, that was my choice, my preferred drug. And I almost lost my life MDMA one night because I did a lot, and I almost fucking died off this shit. And then I quit for like I've literally been 2 years. I think it's about to be 2 years and 5 months that I've been sober completely off of MDMA. You know what I'm saying?
So, wait, do you like the green?
Oh yeah, I smoke
all right.
For sure.
So like I said, so for real, public service message to everyone and anyone out there listening, right? Just smoke weed. Stay away from drugs, kids. For real, they're bad for you, right? Right.
Yeah,
so
don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. What works for me won't work for you. Yeah. Definitely.
That's why I only left the man weed on the island, right? But man, you know, I mean, I left you all kinds of like TVs, fucking PlayStation, fucking DVD, Blu-ray player. Oh man, but I didn't leave no music, no movies, nothing. Cause I didn't wanna. It was a lot of work setting up this island. All right, it was tedious, and I was just done. All right, but I'll let you select a couple things to take to it. All right, because I ain't just gonna leave you with nothing. That seems kind of asinine. But based on the conversation, dude, I'm very curious to hear your choice when it comes to 3 CDs that you can take with you.
Wait, are you asking me a question?
Yeah. What 3 CDs you gotta take to this island? My bad, dude.
3 CDs?
I know.
Okay,
you really gotta pay attention or you'll get distracted. That's how I word shit.
Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, because I got thrown off for a second. 3 CDs I would take to the island. 3 CDs I would take of course I would take I'll take the Slim Shady LP. Alright. I gotta take Absolute Power. Nice. And to mix it up a little bit and to be able to listen to different kind of music besides rap. You know what? Fuck, I'm trying to really think hard right now. What's that band? I'm not sure what their name is.
Tool.
They made a song called Let the Bodies Hit the Floor.
Oh, Drowning Pool.
No, Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
Drowning Pool. Yeah. I would have to take their album on that track on that album though. That's the one I would take with that track.
I would
listen to that whole album just for that track.
Yeah, that's a good track, dog. Yeah, that's a damn good track.
It is. Yeah, because I don't want to just listen to rap, you know. But if I could mix it up, you know, I'd have those 2 rap albums and then that when I feel like okay, I want to listen to something else. You know what I mean? Those.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Man, I'll tell you, I have a lot of people select either Tech 9 or Slim Shady. Right? You did, but most people don't go Absolute Power. Most people go with that all 6s and 7s. They really do.
See, all 6s and 7s was like a hate-love thing for me. You know, I love it, but at the same time, like I want that Absolute Power. I want that angelic Tech 9. You know what I'm saying? I want that angelic Tech 9.
Yeah. Let's see if I can throw Big Will off, right? Hey, Big Will, what else do you think we should allot him at the island?
Oh, you gotta go with, you gotta watch something, right? You know?
I suppose.
3 DVDs and/or TV shows.
Yeah.
So, wait. So, I have to pick 3 DVDs and a TV show?
No, check it. You got 3 choices. Yeah, like you can take a movie or a TV show, but you only got 3 options. You can take like 2 TV shows, a movie, 2 movies, a TV show. No fucks given as far as the pattern you take, but you only got 3 options.
So like a series, okay. I would if I could pick one series out of that,
No. Like I said, you got 3 selections, dog. You can pick as many TV series or movies as you want, as far as different combinations. But you've only got 3 options.
Right.
3 selections.
So I can say, So I can say as many. There's only 3. I can pick TV series or movies, whatever. Mix it up.
Yeah. Mix that shit up.
The Following. That's a series that I would bring. Movie.
Wait, now, is that still running?
The Following?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I watched up to season 3. I don't know if they have any more than season 3.
I don't think they do.
It's just season 3? Yeah. I would watch up to those 3 seasons because it's amazing. Kevin Bacon is the dude, too. Like, I love Tremors. You know what I'm saying? I would probably put, honestly, Following and the Tremors in there. Actually, I would take the Tremors out. Because I did love that movie, but I wanna really capitalize on it. So The Following, that's my only series. That's what I would take. Movies, I gotta bring Chainsaw Massacre, the original, not the new one, the VHS version. I mean, Chainsaw Massacre. Let me think real hard right now. Oh yeah, of course, this is easy. It.
Nice.
Because down here, and that's one of my main inspirations as well. Pennywise, the clown. You know.
No one selects John Carpenter's The Thing. Is it just me or what?
That movie is actually amazing, and I was debating on selecting that because I've actually watched that movie a lot of times, and I was debating on that. It was between that and It, and I was just like, I have to go with It because I'm a clown, and just I love that shit. You know what I mean? Like I like that, and you got to understand, It was actually an alien.
Yeah,
that was in a clown box. You know what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, like The Thing is very similar to It. So it was really hard for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn.
So on that note, Tom, check it. You got some video entertainment, right? Some shit you can kick back and watch. You got a couple tracks you can sit back and listen to here and there, right? Man, but I gotta help drive you into your insanity because I'm sorry, Damage. It's just kind of my mission in life to drive this world mad. Don't ask me why. I don't even know. Right? So what I want to know, though, is what 3 board games you going to take to play with yourself, huh? Huh? Yeah.
Some games?
Yeah, 3 board games.
Wait, board games?
Yeah, board games, dog. Checkers, chess, Monopoly, shit like that. It's got
Hungry Hippos, stuff like that.
I'll allow that.
I use that.
Okay, well this is pretty interesting. But if I was gonna be trapped on an island, right? Hypothetically, and I only had 3 board games to choose from, right? I would go with the most intriguing board games for me because I don't want to play a typical board game, right?
Okay.
So I would go with the Ouija board. That's one.
Oh.
I would go with because I know they did have them in existence. I would go with the Jumanji board. I mean, you can get Jumanji. Remember Jumanji?
Yeah, I do. That's interesting.
They had the board game, but it wasn't like as big as Monopoly or anything. But you can buy the board game. Like back in the day, it's not.
Yeah, when the movie came out, I remember that, dude. They had that.
Yeah. I would get the classic. Yeah, exactly. I would get that. And Jumanji, the Ouija board, and then I would probably, I would say I would get a chessboard as well, just to acknowledge it.
So few people choose a chessboard, and I don't ever understand why. I think that's one of the greatest games to play by yourself when it comes to a board game. But you chose a board game you might not have to play by yourself. And I'll give you that one. Fuck Damage.
Definitely the Ouija board is you don't need anybody. The Jumanji board is entertainment, and then the chess board is just really like display, visually displayed.
You say that, dude, but look, if you were stuck on an island by yourself, dude,
right, I'd probably be playing with myself. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be playing. It'd be Joel versus Damage for sure.
Yeah. Hell no, dude. You have a fucking orange, like straight up fucking Castaway style or some shit.
Wilson.
You know what I'm saying?
Wilson.
Yeah,
for sure.
Fucking Wilson. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
That's how that shit goes, man. Man, I feel like we should give him a little bit more, Big Will, before we ship him off, for real, because that just don't seem enough. Now, I got one special thing in mind I want to add right at the end, but we'll throw him something else. I don't even give a fuck what.
Throw him Ask me a female, Will.
No. You can't give her a female. No female. I said alone on this island, damn it. What the fuck is that shit? Die. No, hey, I got you a little covered, but it ain't as good as a female. But no, you are alone. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead, then.
Look, Will already knows the last one I'm going with, then.
I know it. Yes.
What you got, Will? What you got, Big Will?
But what are you going to throw before that, Will? Come on. Give a good setup.
Okay. We covered entertainment, board games, music. Man, it's tough. Tough one to come up with something else.
You ain't got nothing to read.
Oh, okay, fine. What 3 books would you bring?
Oh, this is an real interesting question.
It could be.
Of course, Sun Tzu, Art of War.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? Art of War for sure. To be honest, I would have to say, if I could, I would literally pick any book. I can't really say what the name of the book is, but anything Goosebumps, R.L. Stein, like anything from that. You know what I mean? Anything.
Oh, fuck it. Hey, I'll be nice and give you the first 10. Just because you picked Goosebumps. I'll give you the first 10. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You got one more selection, though.
So one more selection. Okay, after that, I would have to... I mean, if this would count. I don't know if this would count. But just because I love knowledge and just because I like words, and I would literally take a dictionary. I don't know if that would count.
You'd be surprised how many people choose that, Damage. I have.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I've had... I don't know, I can think of at least 3 or 4 times where people have chose a dictionary. Yeah.
So let me pick something else. Let me switch it up.
Oh, look, now he's like, what the fuck? Hell no, I already threw this fucking dictionary at your head, and you got to keep it. What the fuck is this? Like, everybody wants
that.
to...
No, I'm not going to choose anything that anybody ever did.
Fine, what? You want to be different?
I'm not going to pick something that somebody already did, so let me switch it up. Let me just... Another book that I actually really fucking would love to bring would literally be anything Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, fuck it. On that note, dude, I'll give you his collected set, right? For real. Yeah, because, I mean, that's just one book. You can get a collection of all Edgar Allan Poe stories. It's like 1,000 page. Yeah, that's good.
Right.
I'm good with that, dude. Yeah, it's like a compendium or some shit. Yeah. So, yeah, you got your books
because that was if we're talking books, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would pick him as something I would read, definitely.
Hell yeah. So you got your books, you got your board games, you got some movies, got some music, right? One thing you don't have, man, is something to relieve yourself, right? And I seen you asking for it. Look, babe, Damage was trying to be like, yo, give me a woman. Like he thinks I'm gonna fucking pack a whole woman in this box with him. Like the unknown factor is that nice. Like, man, Damage, that's proof you just don't know me. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do, understand, being a man and just a human being, period, man, that we all have great sexual jobs. So I will give you a pocket pussy, right? Now, here's the thing about this pocket pussy damage, right? You can get it formed after any pussy you want. Living, dead, fictitious, I don't give a fuck. Look, I'll get you fucking any pussy you can think of, from Jessica Rabbit to motherfucking Hillary Clinton to motherfucking Jean Grey. I don't give a shit, man. It can be done. What you going with?
Right. Wow. So it's pretty much, let me get this right, it's pretty much a pussy formed to any pussy I want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you want? You want some of that fucking what's that? Miley Cyrus? Or what's up, man? Come on. I got it.
Nah. Miley Cyrus. I'm gonna pass on that. Fuck. This is a tough ass question. Damn. You know what? I'm really gonna have to go Halle Berry right now.
Oh.
It's historical.
Well, hey, whatever. I ain't letting you take that one back, Damage, but someone's chose that one before.
Oh, man. Damn, all my answers have been used then. Fuck.
Hey, dude, look, dude, do you realize, dude, how many motherfuckers I've interviewed at this point, Damage? It's getting close.
Yeah, a lot.
It's getting real close to 100. Huh?
Okay, how about Selena?
Selena Gomez?
Selena. No, not Selena Gomez. Selena, the original Selena. Selena, the Mexican with the fat ass. Selena. Yeah,
no idea who you're talking about, but Will knows who it is. So I'm gonna have
She died by a chick named Yolanda. Or Elvira. That's better. That's
dude, I'm amazed.
Answer, Elvira. Final answer, Elvira.
I will take the final answer of Elvira. And I'm honestly amazed. I don't think anyone's ever chosen that pussy before.
I love Elvira.
Have we ever had an Elvira? I can't think that we have. Yeah. I'll be damned. Why is it everybody makes the fatal error though, dude? I gave you footage, I gave you books. No one picks it. Like, so many people are like, no, I don't need no porn.
Elvira is where it's at.
But all you got is the pocket. All you got is a pussy, dog, and that is it.
And an imagination.
I mean,
exactly.
And
but knowing that it's Elvira's pussy is good enough.
Hell no. I'm closing this box and shipping this motherfucker off on that note. For real. MC Damage. You got any shout outs you were going to give before we cut up out this bitch?
Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to Murder Music. Shout out to y'all. No fucks given. Shout out to motherfucking everybody tuning in. Shout out to my famage, DMG. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. I love y'all. And shout out to y'all, especially for putting me on this interview. You know what I mean? It's been amazing.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Much love to you and everybody over there at Murder Music, dog. For real. Will, final thoughts? That's about right. Will with no final thoughts. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
Oh, what? Oh. Right. Well, no, I mean, we know you know about their factor. I'm sure you do.
What? Me? Final thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Final thoughts? This is some dope shit. Y'all need to make sure you fucking get up to fucking Carl's Tavern on the 26th, the 2nd, and the 3rd. Because I'm going to be in the house. So will No Fucks Given Radio, right? Make sure you go and find this cat right here over on Bandcamp, man. You can get this shit for free download. But right now, fuck it. Keep it clowning around. And have a good night, y'all.